What's happening? We back. America's Realest Podcast, live Hip Hop Daily. D-Lo G is always in the building, and Genie is here with us today. What's happening, brother?
What's good? Nothing much. Chilling.
I
Just
feel that.
trying to enjoy the Atlanta traffic. You feel me?
Yeah, yo, that traffic get crazy. They doing a lot of opening up the highways here and there. Mm-hmm. But I still have to say, like, the traffic here is nothing compared to, like, LA, first of all. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That shit even just looks intimidating.
Mm-hmm.
Like videos, pictures.
The helicopter cams be looking crazy,
man.
Bro. Like,
sure.
Like, probably New York, I could imagine. It's worse.
Like, so it's crazy, right? So, you know, it's highways in New York, but even if it's a lot of places you going that you don't have to take the highway to get there.
Right.
So it literally be 3 miles away, 30 minutes, 40 minutes to get that 3 miles away. And you know New York is like gridded. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you really just going straight for 3 miles. You know what I'm saying? There's no way to get around that motherfucker. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like,
I feel you. Because it's like a different couple ways you could go in Atlanta, a couple streets you could come around back to.
Nah, New York, you sitting there.
I ain't gonna lie. If we were built on the grid, though, it would be like 10 times worse, I feel like.
Nah, for sure.
Because I feel like us not being in the grid system, it kind of helps us. Because, like, all right, we know if we go this way, you might be able to go a little further and get to where you got to go. But if you take that first exit, you kind of stuck there for a little bit. Like, you feel me? Like, I don't know. Because I know in Toronto, like, traffic get bad out there, too.
In Toronto.
You used to live in Canada?
Yeah, hell yeah. That's where I was born at.
You was a Raptor?
Nah,
I
wasn't always a Raptor until like I really started watching basketball for real. Like, cause like you know you growing up like it's always like Bron, Kobe, like MJ. You know what I'm saying? But like I wasn't like like I want to go shoot some hoops. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I didn't really play basketball for real till I moved out here. So it was more of it was a transition. And then I realized like damn, like I gotta. If I'm gonna rep a team, it's like you either got the Hawks or you got the Raptors.
I'll
take the Raptors. Like,
but I'm saying when you was up there, was Vince Carter a big deal? Nah, it was just Drake.
Before my time. Yeah, it was before my time. So it's like Drake Carter. I mean Vince Carter. Vince Carter, cool, but it's like. You don't have a basketball conversation out there and the first nigga you bring it up is Vince Carter. It's like, sure. It's like they'll bring up Kawhi before they bring up Vince.
Word.
Yeah.
But he got us a ring, so it's like by all means, you know.
So how long ago you moved here?
Probably about 10 years now.
Okay.
So I've been here since about like I moved here, started 7th grade, 22 now. So yeah, probably about like 10 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Word.
Hey, you moved to Sandy Springs when you came in. You know, and that's. So when I read your Instagram name, I assumed that you was from the East Side.
Yeah.
And I was gonna ask you some questions about your sound and you know Atlanta has different pockets of this and that, but it's the 6. You're talking about the 6.
Yeah,
up there.
Exactly. So
Toronto, that's
it's
hard.
But that's how everybody feel because it's like, oh, you're not from East. Like, yeah, you damn right, I ain't from out there. But it's like it's nothing against it. Like, I got plenty partners out there. You know, like. But that's where I feel like my sound kind of comes from, you know what I mean? Because I've seen so many different types of people, met so many different types of people, different
like
cultures.
Crazy melting pot, right?
It's just all in one pot.
Yeah.
You know
I definitely want to visit
are
Canada.
you like African or something like that?
Jamaican.
Jamaican? Okay. But
Jamaican
I know it'd
French.
be like a bunch of different cultures and stuff like that.
Man, out there is crazy, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of shocked, like, when I moved out here and I barely seen, like, any Asian people. Like, it was just a culture shock to me because, like, growing up out there, it's like, you got Asians, Persians, Indians, Sri Lankans, like everything. You name it, bro.
Yeah.
Like literally everything. So it's like, bro, you literally just have you got black people, white people, Mexicans for the majority, and then if you ask people their background, they don't even know like their background for real. Like so, I just had to stop asking folks, bro. Like it was kind of crazy. Like I still can't get over that. Like even living here for 10 years, it's like, bro, you don't know where you came from, bro. Like how you know you? Like you know what I mean? Like, cause like I feel like everybody should know like where they come from, like
for sure.
Like who they really are, you know what I mean? Like say you come from a tribe, like that would be hard. Like nigga, shit, I'm part of this tribe. Like people should be able to wear that on their back and be proud of it. You know what I mean?
That's definitely something.
It's just crazy to me. Like people really don't even emphasize it though. It's like, yeah, you came from this. This is what you came from. It's
well, so like in Atlanta, we from Atlanta,
right?
You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's what everybody reps collectively, and then like. Then you get into like your little like that's not Atlanta, this not Atlanta type shit. but everything basically is just Atlanta.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Wait, you talking about like family tree, right?
Yeah, like I want to go past Atlanta. Like I want to know if
No,
you like,
I feel you, but I'm
but
just
that's
like
just like
saying
the
like
general.
that's
like that's the general.
where we at today.
Right,
down here, you know what matters is like, you know.
Yeah,
Atlanta,
where you from? It's like where you from. You got somebody where you from and shit. They don't really care if you like Haitian or Jamaican, whatever. It's like, it's just, you either from Atlanta or you not from Atlanta.
Right.
If you say you're not from Atlanta, they gonna look at you crazy for a second and be like, "So what you doing out here?" Like, you know what I mean? Like,
so when you in Toronto, do y'all have those conversations?
Yeah, all the time. Cause
so
that's
how does that conversation go? Do y'all say I'm from the 6, or you say I'm from Toronto, or you say I'm from the East Side?
It'll be more of a like, if somebody wants to know like where you actually come from, like if you're Jamaican, whatever, like they'll be like, what's your background?
Okay.
They'll ask you like, what's your background? And if they want to know like where you grew up, they'll just be like, where you from? Or like,
okay, so boom, because you just asked him. How did you ask him? Like what he was?
I asked him, was he African?
Okay, right. Well, you just took a shot.
Yeah, just took a shot.
Because I met some East African girls, like Ethiopian.
No, for sure. Yeah.
From Toronto, you feel me? And so I just assumed, you feel me?
But there's a lot of them out there, so it's like it's a general like assumption, you know?
Yeah. No, that's crazy.
So I always wanted to know this, like, why is Toronto the 6 side?
To be real with you, bro, I moved too young, bro. I couldn't tell you. Like,
so it was the 6 side before Drake. Drake didn't make that turn.
It was already the 6, like before that. But it's like I really don't even know the history behind that.
Okay.
But I'm gonna be real.
I know that.
I feel like it got popular when Drake started saying it.
Right.
Yeah,
I feel like it was always a term, and then when Drake was like 666, like that's when niggas was like, okay. I really want to say it's because of the area code on the phone numbers though, because it's 416, so it's like 6 side. Like when you in Toronto, you get a 416 number, so they probably just use the 6. I would say.
No, that makes sense. I definitely could go for that.
Like I want to say that's the reason.
They said no. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I can see that. I can see that. Yeah. All right.
That's hard.
Enough.
Wait, no, I have one more.
Okay.
Toronto
Go ahead.
Bring
but so
them,
do you travel? You been in Canada lately?
Yeah, I was actually there last April, and I'm probably gonna go back. I want to say I was supposed to be back like for my birthday. My birthday's end of May, but.
Right.
I ain't gonna lie, I seen Gunna posted his tour date, so I gotta go hit that Gunna concert June 11th before I go. So I'm probably gonna go like around July.
Okay.
Yeah, probably gonna go about July.
That's what's up. And like, are you active with your music out there?
Not as active here because it's different. Like, if I could pull up Toronto rappers right now, y'all would be like, "What the fuck is this?" Like, no disrespect to any Toronto rappers out there, but it's like. You gonna listen to it and be like, all right, this is different, like, you know what I mean? And then you listen to my shit and it's like, all right, this kind of sounds like a little bit of both, like, you know what I mean? But you really gotta like hear it to kind of understand, like.
No, yeah, and what you saying that like I heard and I like your flow, I like your sound, so I'm interested to see what this Toronto rap is about.
Yeah, I mean, I can show you, like.
Yeah, after the show for sure.
Yeah.
But have you heard of Central C? Mm-hmm. That's my favorite rapper right now.
For real?
Velo G.
Yeah, he's cold. I ain't gonna lie. Central C cold. Yeah. London rap, UK rap is hard.
But it's totally different from Toronto rap.
Totally different. I feel like people get the misunderstanding of like the UK and the Toronto accent, because like the Toronto accent is people biting off patois. It's like so like, but the UK accent is like proper English. You know what I mean? So it's like
mixed with some patois.
No, yeah, because I definitely want to say that like I was rapping straight back to it today, right? And I slick said it in a Jamaican accent, and I'm like, bruh, he English.
Yeah.
But it's so close.
It's so close. You can't even.
For sure.
So people make that mistake all the time. Like but UK rap is definitely hard. Like I do wish that the States had more of an open ear to like UK rap, because it would open up so many doors. Like I don't know, bro. Like what's his name? Heady One is hard. Central C is hard. What's it called? There's a dude named Spooks out there. He's hard too. Like there's a bunch.
Like, bro had us listening to the other day. I forgot his name.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Davey.
Yeah,
but Dave.
Dave.
Dave was on a project with Cinch. Yeah, they had a 4-song EP.
Oh, okay.
Dave is really the only one to really like kind of break the.
Yeah, that's over here like that.
He's the only one,
because he got that crazy. They got some shit with Lyrical Lemonade. Him and Nick Harlow, right? That's his name. Jack Harlow. Yeah. I'm like, wait.
He got some hard shit. He got some hard shit for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you consider yourself like lyrical?
To an extent, I feel like I make music that I'm not getting from outside. Like say I want to hear some lyrical stuff and there's nothing out there. It's like I might as well just go try and be as lyrical as I can be, and then 9 times out of 10 it's something that I like because I'm making something to cater to what I want to hear. You know what I mean? So I could be lyrical. I do have more fun being ignorant on the beat though. Like,
for sure.
like everybody, like ignorant sells, bro. And
Yeah, for sure.
One of my A&R friends told me that being cool is like the new ignorant, like in the rap. Like, you know what I mean? Everybody wants to look cool. Like,
Right.
But yeah. But no, I definitely it's definitely fun. Like it's fun being lyrical. I'm just kind of sad to see lyricism kind of die. Like like I still listen to Griselda. Like Benny the Butcher's one of my favorites. What's it called? Conway. Like when I want the lyricism, I know where to get it. You know what I mean? But it's like when I want some ignorant stuff, I know where to get that too. So it's like I kind of try to do both.
Living in Atlanta is easy.
Yeah, exactly. Like
sure,
it's hard.
So you say you going to Gunna concert. So how do you feel about like the controversy that he went through with the whole rat thing and like?
I'm gonna be real, bro. I'm gonna put it like this, and I gotta look dead at the camera when I say this for any Atlanta nigga watching this, cause bro, he ain't been on the stand one time and said nothing. So in his plea, he can't even do nothing. They can't do nothing with the stuff that he says, regardless. So it's like. He has his own case for his own thing. It has nothing to do with Thug. Thug's dealing with 30 other YSL members who's actively telling. Like, you know what I mean? So how you going? They just want to taint that man's career, bro, and it's not gonna work. Like,
so,
I'm gonna be real. I don't even get into all the politics like with rap stuff.
That's what I was about to ask you. I was about to ask you if he did snitch, if he did get on the stand, would that stop you from going to his concert? Since you're already a fan of his music, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it probably wouldn't necessarily stop me from going to his concert. But I would definitely look at it a different way, like that's how I look at it now. You know what I mean? Like, cause it's like, damn, like he brought you up, like, and you just gonna shut the whole thing down, like that's fucked up to me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, my fault for cursing. I don't know.
No.
America's realest.
Facts.
Say less. But yeah, like, bro, if he was gonna fuck the whole thing up, bro, like, I can't mess with that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just out of a respect thing, cause I was listening to Thug before I listened to Gunna. But it's like, as of right now, we're going off the internet. And you can't do that, like with anything, like in my opinion, because if you see that on the internet, like, bro, you can see Barack Obama died on the internet, and then you go walk across the street, you can see that man walking right there, like you just can never tell. So it's like I would rather just wait for the details, get the whole thing figured out, and then I'll make my judgment later. But it's like as of right now, bro, like you see the video, what's it called, Desi trying to name 5 Atlanta rappers. This man said, bro, this man got on the thing. He said. He named like good rappers, don't get me wrong, but you could tell he was trying so hard not to say Gunna name. Like, I gotta pull it up, because it's like he was literally sitting there, he was like, shit, like, scratching his head. And he's like, you know what, I'm gonna throw a girl in there, Lotto. And we like, bro, like, come on, bro. Like, I'm sitting here, I'm like, bro, you know he's one of the hardest niggas out right now. And if you don't sit there and listen to his music, then I mean.
I wonder if that's something what happened with Atlanta, kinda. Cause you know they say Atlanta is in a rut. I wonder if like that just like mostly is what happened. Just that whole Young Thug Gunna shit. You know what I'm saying?
It split really 2 communities, bro. Like it literally split 2 communities. Cause you got Thug's community here. Thug's community falls into Gunna's, but it's like Gunna created his own at the same time. So it's really the people in the middle who came from Thug's following, like who's feeling like, we can't mess with him because he's a snitch. Right. There's no paperwork. There's no nothing.
And Lucci in jail too.
Yeah, I was about to say they got
Lucci about to get out.
And then, but I'm saying like he hasn't made no music. Like you know what I'm saying. Atlanta's in the rut. Trouble died a few years ago. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, no, Trouble hurt. I ain't gonna lie.
You know what I'm saying.
Yeah, like
Migos broke up.
You know,
Migos broke up.
Yeah.
So that's you know.
Yeah, I feel all of that, right?
All of that, boom, 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 boom. You know what I mean?
For sure.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Definitely could give an excuse why niggas gotta collectively get their shit together.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
There is a lot going on. Like,
there's a lot of shit going on. Absolutely.
And the hardest part is just because there's so many things going on with mainstream, and then you got the underground trying to recreate mainstream, like, and then you got younger dudes trying to recreate it, like, you know what I mean? And it's just doing stuff to try and play the part instead of actually just like doing the craft. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people put themselves in positions to like sabotage themselves. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I feel like if you're a successful rapper or artist, whatever you are, if you're successful at anything, I feel like you shouldn't put yourself in the situation to potentially throw all that away.
Morant.
Like John Morant. Even Ja, it's like, bro, you know how many NBA players carry? Like, you're the only one who on Instagram Live swinging it around like it's a toy. Like, bro, like, you got a young fan base, a young following. You could be the face of the next generation, and you just threw all that.
He really was.
Yeah,
he was. That's what I'm saying. Like, he was already there. Like,
I'm back on that. Yeah,
like,
for
he
sure.
was there for sure.
No,
like,
absolutely.
Well, he had a Powerade endorsement.
Yeah, Powerade endorsement.
And
They never
never had a face before.
Yeah, nah.
They used people for commercials and stuff, but they never had
like an ambassador type shit.
Right, and he was gonna be the first ambassador. He messed it up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that he can't come back from that.
It's gonna be real hard though.
Yeah,
it's gonna be way harder than what it would have been.
He's at this time. He's kind of moved past that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's no longer looked at as the baby of the NBA. You know what I'm saying? Like,
definitely tarnished.
You
it's
feel
like
me?
when Derrick Rose got injured. Kinda.
It's like you shelf him for long
real.
enough, he can come back no problems. Like, it's just he might not come back the same, but he could definitely still come back.
He gonna be balling, but just the same.
Ja Morant, that nigga could ball. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody gonna stop him from balling. You feel me?
At
He
all.
fire. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about as far as what he could have been as an All-American,
like how Chris Brown performed at the Super Bowl.
Chris Brown, you know what I'm saying?
Like, you're dirty. You've been.
Your name been tarnished.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's just
because Chris Brown. It just can't.
Some shit you can't come back from, bro. It's like.
And then what they said, they wanted him to sit courtside
at the NBA game, and Ruffles didn't want him to.
That's crazy.
I don't know,
Ruffles come out calling cap on Chris Brown. Like, bro, like, come on, something's going on, bro. Something's going on.
For sure.
What's even worse is he could actually hoop. Like, Chris Brown could actually hoop.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
So, I don't know.
He should have been in the dunk contest. Hell, he funny as hell. All right, so look, while we talk, man, because look, the NBA, he would have raised the tickets. You know, they need to start incorporating like some rappers in there, some art entertainers. All right, but what about Tekashi? While we talking about snitches, like,
man, he got up there. It said names. He said what they did, how they did it, how many people were there, how many days it took to finish the lick or whatever it was. Bro, he was up there singing. Like, you can't compare Tekashi to Gunna. Like, Gunna took an Alfred plea. If you search up the definition of an Alfred plea, it's literally gonna say it's only his case. So whatever he said he did is only falling back on him. Now, I could get it. Like, this is a complete opposite situation, like, in my opinion. Because if Gunna went up there and said, Jeffrey Williams, what's bro name? Tick,
yeah,
we would be having two completely.
So, okay, exactly. So, you can't mess with that, and that affects the music. Okay.
It does affect, well, let me rephrase that. It doesn't affect the music, but I wouldn't be so eager to go listen to it.
I feel you.
Like, if I hear it, I hear it, and I'm not just gonna be like, "Oh, this shit ass," because he a snitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, I don't know. I've never been the type to hold nuts, like, in general. So it's like, if it's good music, it's good music. Like, that's just what it is. And my opinion, like, good music gonna go regardless.
So, let me ask you a question. If you was like listening to music when 50 Cent and Ja Rule was around.
I was. That's the funny part. I grew up on 50.
You was still listening to Ja Rule when 50 smashed?
I never listened to Ja Rule. I ain't gonna count. Like, I was.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
for sure.
I get what you're saying.
Nobody was listening to Ja Rule. Ja Rule was like pushed to us by way of like BET. You know what I'm saying? 106 in Park. Like, he just had like the mainstream.
He had the machine.
It was more so forced on you.
He had the machine working
with 50, it's like me and my mom's was grabbing the CDs on release date type shit. So it's a little different.
No, funny. This nigga 50 came out with Back Down and all these crazy songs, and then Ja Rule came out with Rain on Me.
And that's the shit I'm talking about. Like, he got some hits and shit, but it's just
it's like he got.
You shouldn't even got in the ring if you was gonna go that route.
Yeah,
really.
Like, bruh, it's like
you know what I'm saying.
You don't bring a basketball to go play football. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
for sure.
It's two completely different lanes, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you got to do what you good at. It's like,
yeah.
I don't know. It's just it is what it is at that point. Like. But Ja Rule's cool too. I mean, he got smashes. Like, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, that's
like,
what I'm saying.
hits,
like,
but
he got the
songs, I ain't want to change the conversation to that. I just
you good. The conversation gonna flow, man.
Yeah, for sure. But all right, so let's talk about your music.
For sure. Let's get into it.
All right. So, how long have you been making music?
Probably about like 5 years now. This is probably year 5 right here. 2024 is year 5. Mm-hmm. Really, maybe even 6, because I honestly. It started off as just a hobby. Like, I used to use my gaming headset, like, and just plug it into my computer, go on Logic and just rap something. Mm-hmm. I used to make songs before I go to school type shit and just show my friends, be like, hey, like, let me know how this hitting. He's like, oh, yeah, some better quality. Like, okay, cool. Got my first and only job I've ever had in my life. Detailing cars, did that for about 3-4 weeks. Got a check, bought a stew. And from there, it's just been like, and I don't even need to. I chose to just pay the heavy ticket up front rather than just go pay $40 an hour every time I want to go record. Because it's like, don't get me wrong, like, if you want a good home studio, like, I'm not saying my stuff sounds the best, but it's like it's definitely better than other studios or home studios, I should say, because I put time and money into it. You know what I mean? But that's like with anything. Like,
for sure.
Because plugins not cheap. Like, anybody who knows. Half the people who watch this probably have never paid for Waves. I paid for Waves. Like, Waves plugins, I paid for all of them. Logic, paid for it. Yeah. Like, the mic.
No, shout out to you for doing that, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it's like, crack plugins are cool. Like, we could all get them. But it's like, I want the real thing. Like, if somebody puts out an update, I want to be able to get that update. Because I would feel like I'm at a disadvantage at that point.
Right.
Like, for whoever didn't get it the right way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Good investment.
Yeah, it's like, in the long run, it's a good investment. I'm trying to make part 2 of that home studio investment now, so it's gonna pay out. It's gonna pay off smooth.
No, for sure.
So you taught yourself how to engineer and stuff like that. Yeah. So are you a producer too?
I used to. I used to produce. I actually produced before I started rapping. So it's like I was making beats.
Fruity Loops or?
No, I was using Logic.
Logic. Okay,
yeah, I was making beats on Logic because they have like all the stock sounds, the stock plugins and stuff. So I was using the stock sounds. Shout out to my boy Ace because he put me on. He taught me how to do it. So, he used to skip weight training to go make beats. And it's like, I ain't trying to lift. It's like, bro, let me go see what he doing. So we dead just sitting in the locker room, laptops open, cooking up. And then that turned into me going to his house and he was like, record. And then from there, it's just, the rest is history at that point. It's
that's
like,
hard.
For sure.
That's a story.
Yeah, it's like the come up story, you know. It's like everybody need one.
That's one flow, face ass.
It's really weird because like me and my boy Ace, we never used to like talk like that until that moment.
You
know what I mean? It's
best
like,
friends.
Yeah, no, we clicked like so. It's like.
Y'all still work together now with music and stuff?
Yeah, he what's it called? He hooping right now, but he done hooping in March and he's coming back and he's gonna
like
be
in college football and shit. That's what's up.
If you thought I was tall, he taller than me.
Word,
he about like 6'5", 6'6", like shit. So I told him I was like, bro, like the music not gonna go nowhere. So it's like if you want to go hoop, like by all means, like go out there, drop 30, bro. So it's like
that's hard.
Yeah, I ain't hating on it like or nothing, cause it's like at the end of the day, like music is so like. It's hit or miss. You either gonna do it or you not. So it's like if you're not all the way into it, it's better off you just don't do it. Like you know what I mean? Because it's like if you can't put 100% into it, then what's the point? Like because if you going half-ass it, there's other people half-assing it. Like and especially in Atlanta, there's like for every one of me, there's probably like 60 other niggas. Like you know what I mean? So it's like and for every one of them, there's another 60. Like everybody want to rap. Like because they painted that image of being like. Number one and making the hit, like they made it look so like attainable because they came from the same spot, but the other people don't really know like the groundwork. Like They're not gonna come do this and chop it up with y'all and go drive to somebody else's studio session and just kick it, like just to see who in there, like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like all my friends who really got like placements for real, it was just from being in the right spot at the right time, and a lot of people don't want to do that. Like even Promo, like he be getting me out here in these spots where I don't want to go to, and he's like, nah, you gotta meet these folks, bro. And I'm like,
sure.
And he know me, like I don't want to leave the house, like because I got everything I need right there. So it's like he did teach me, like, nah, bro, like you actually gotta go get it, like you gotta go get it. Like,
it's definitely a good mixture of both.
Like it's a mix, bro. It's like you gotta know when and when not to. You know what I mean? Like
sure.
if it don't feel right, don't do it. If you don't feel no ways about it, and you just think you don't want to go, then go.
Go, because go. It's been a lot of times where I'll be like, man, I don't want to go, but I know I gotta go or should go, and then I go, and then it's like, I'm glad I went.
Yeah, you have a good ass time. You glad you went. Yeah, that's the beauty of it though. Like, cause I feel like if everybody was just a yes man to everything, like if everybody was just like, yeah, I want to go, yeah, I want to go, yeah, I want to go, it would take like the fun out of everything. Like, you know what I mean? Like, cause it's an expectation thing. Like, cause you don't expect, when you sitting at home thinking I don't want to go, you don't know what to expect to be there. So it's like, now you go, now you go, you have some fun, now you know what to expect next time, or like if you see this person around, you know what to expect, cause like it's good vibes, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
It's cool.
Networking.
Yeah. So, Yup is out. Music video, single. How many songs? I don't think I only saw like one other video.
Yeah, I have an old video up there. Though? It was called Feel No Feelings. My boy Q shot that. That song old too, but I'm honestly just trying to clear up my catalog right now so I can start fresh. Like but I have some shit in there that's like, nah, like you bullshitting. Like you been sitting on this for too long. Like you just gotta put it out there and see what it do. And that's really just been a thing of mine. Like I always like to just sit and wait until the time is right, but I can't. You know what I mean?
Because never a right time.
There's never a right time. Exactly. You just gotta go. Like you literally just gotta go. Like it's just what it is. Like I don't know how else to put it. Like you just gotta go. Like
Yep. So what's plans on future music?
Future music, I want to drop a project, but I gotta drop a couple more singles first before So I gotta do like a couple more singles, music videos, all that good stuff. You know, bring some vibes out. You feel me?
Yeah.
Just make it lit, like make it look lit. Like I said, cool is new ignorance. So you just gotta. I don't know. I think I'm a cool nigga, but how am I gonna make other niggas think I'm cool? I'm a cool nigga. You know what I mean? So it's like, just by doing the regular stuff that we do every day. Like, so it's like I just gotta flood the streets. I don't know. Me personally, I feel like I can't find nobody who sound like me. So it's like if it gets to the right ears, like the right people will come and everything gonna work out the way it's supposed to go. You know how it go. Like it's just flood until you
fall into place.
You feel me? Just flood until fall into place.
Put some dates on that music, man. You know what I'm saying? Get it out, bro. You feel me?
Yeah, because I definitely be sitting, but it's like the way I work, like in my brain, I think of the songs like being on a project as a collective already. Like, you know what I mean? So it's real hard for me to just like pick and choose singles to release, like, because.
Well, the beauty of that is you could pick a single and you can still put it on your project and make it, full circle with your whole idea.
Yeah,
so,
I can do that. I haven't came across that moment yet because I only got one project out, and even that project took me years to make because it's like the people I met while I was making that project, it just changed the entire just how I felt. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because I got folks in Cali who I didn't even know like listen to my shit, like, and they was like, nah, bro, like we gotta work. And then that's how I got a song called Test Tube. That's one of the Promo favorite songs. Like, bro, I got a song called Test Tube, and that wouldn't have even came about if I just went and dropped my project. You know what I mean? Like, cause on the way to making the project, it kind of just happened. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was cool though. Like, I met a lot of people like being patient, but it's like I also met a lot more people when I just kept it going. Just foot on the gas, you know what I mean? So I be having a hard time trying to figure out when and like how to go about certain things, but I do know when I do actually have the time to just sit and just make a piece of work, like a body of work, like a full complete body of work, like not just a mixtape, you know what I mean? Like I really want to have like metro type transitions and all type of crazy stuff. Like, I really want to put some time into it. When that time comes, I know it's gonna be lit. But for right now, I gotta just do what I gotta do to get there.
All right, boom. Yeah. So release music until, because you can release music, just release it. You know what I'm saying? It's already done.
It's not doing me no good.
You don't. It's for sure. You don't have to put no extra effort into it. You know, it's done, uploaded, and send it out. And, you know what I'm saying?
Let it do its thing.
Especially, I mean, you could market it. You just see how it does organically, and then you know, see where it go from there. But in the meantime, you could work on your stuff. That other stuff is taken care of already. You don't gotta stay by your trunk.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Hand out CDs.
You just gotta let it move. You just gotta let, like I said earlier, good music gonna spread regardless. So it's like, if it's meant to be heard by people, it's gonna be heard by people.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, and I have no doubt in that, like, because we've seen it. You know what I mean? Like, all the artists, all the mainstream artists, bro, they started from the same point that I'm at, like, if not worse. Because you know what I mean? Like, different people got different struggles. I'm not saying like my life was easy by any means, but it's like, everybody's different.
For sure.
Everybody got their own come up. You know what I mean?
Even we were just watching something, and the dude was a millionaire, and he didn't want to tell nobody because, you know, he didn't want nobody to feel no type of way.
Right.
And he was, you know, confiding in a black woman about it, you know, who had, you know, the black upbringing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And she ended up feeling a type of way about it and saying like, oh, boo-hoo, you can't X, Y, and Z. But I feel like that's not fair because like you said, everybody has a struggle. It might not be your struggle, but now his struggle is mental.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's the hardest one to beat.
Not to say that yours isn't either, but it's more survival than like wondering. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just paranoia. It's just different. Like it's a struggle. Like regardless. So you know, no matter what position or, you know, status you think anybody's in, you can't say that they don't have any problem.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Everybody got their own.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's like an issue that a lot of people face like day to day. Like they'll talk to somebody not even knowing what they just went through, or like they'll do something not thinking about the next person. Right. You know what I mean?
Never know what the next person going through.
Literally everybody deals with their own shit. So it's like, who are you to even say like, oh, you don't go through nothing? Like that'd be my problem with going. That's why I don't go outside in the first place, because everybody like to look and pass judgment. But it's like, bro, like, you don't even know what it took for me to even get here. Like, you know what I mean?
Absolutely,
like,
for sure.
So it's like, just us being in the same spot, you should have an idea that we're generally the same, like to an extent. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
that was deep. We're looking forward to some new music. Hope you put some dates on some stuff. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. We could definitely do. I mean, I'll definitely do it, cause, bro, I got so many ideas. This is where I mess up. I'll just be walking down the street, like I'll think of something. I'll try to write it down, and I can't cause it's gone. So it's like, when I'm in the studio, I try to just say whatever's on my mind, but sometimes my mind be blank, so then I'm just stuck there. Like, and then I'm like, damn, and then I gotta go back to it later. Or I'll try some old stuff, and it's like, it's not gonna work for this beat. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a perfectionist. Like, and I can't let that idea that I have go. Like, if it's in my head, it's gonna stay there. But if I try to write it, it's not gonna go, because it's not gonna come out the same. I don't know what it is. It's just, it's weird.
Gotta find the flow.
Yeah, find the flow. But sometimes even the flow is like, it comes to like a content perspective. Like I said earlier, like, what do I want to hear from this? Or like, what would your average consumer want to hear? But it's like, I kind of had to stop looking at it like from like, besides my perspective, because there's no telling like what anybody else would want to listen to. Yeah, like you could listen to Brent Fires in the morning, and then you could listen to the Young Nudie at 6 p.m. on like driving on the highway in traffic. Like it's too, like you never know what people like.
But that's the beauty of music. It's just so much opportunity for you to get listened to. Songs nowadays is like 2-3 minutes.
1,000%.
And you know, that's a lot of songs you can listen to in a day. You feel me?
Exactly.
You know, just put out your music, man.
Yeah, just because it's not gonna do me no good on my phone, so I gotta just try everything and just kind of just put it out. Like, but I do feel like when I want to make the leap, like try some mainstream shit, like it would have. I would prefer it to be on a project. You know what I mean? Just so I don't kind of lose touch with like I feel like I'll kind of lose touch with like the underground community that I got like behind my back. You know what I mean? Because
who you've been growing with.
Yeah, exactly. Who I've been growing with. But it's like at the same time, you outgrow people. Well, we outgrow people every day. Like, you know what I mean? Like we outgrow people we know all the time. It might not be easy, but it's like it's gotta happen. You know what I mean? So
yeah, keep climbing, man.
That's
you
the
got
only
this.
way.
Genie from the 6, not East Atlanta, Toronto. You know what I'm saying?
Show that.
You feel me?
Y'all go look at the video. On it'll be americasrealestmusic.com by the time you see this. Go stream it. Any streaming platform.
Any.
Let them know where to follow you at.
Genie from the 6 on Instagram. Genie from the 6 on Instagram. I'm gonna make a Twitter. Hopefully, I can send my Twitter in before this is out, so that I can build it up a little bit. But everything Genie from the 6. SoundCloud is just Genie with an exclamation mark. Everything else, all streaming is just Genie with an exclamation mark at the end. You feel me? So.
Wait, I don't even know why I didn't ask. Where Genie come from?
You want the real story or the made up one?
Both.
Okay, cool. So, all right. So my old name, like girls used to call me J Dad at school, like J Daddy, because my real name Jay Sean. So they just twisted it. You know what I'm saying? So I was literally like, nah, I can't have J Dad as my rap name. Let me just go through some shit. I promise you, I was sitting in class, picked my phone up, looking through emojis, literally just looking through emojis, and then Genie stuck out to me. I was like, that's kind of hard. Let me keep that. Let me write that down. So I changed my name on Instagram. It was Genie from the 6. Then everybody was like, we would just be cooling, like just smoking, whatever, chopping it up with my partners, and then like I would do something and they just wouldn't notice it. And they'll be like, damn, that's why he's Genie. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so that's the one that I go with when people really ask me, like, oh, yeah, my partners just called me that because, like, shit, we just made shit happen. Yeah. But the real story, I was just going through emojis and I just kind of stumbled upon the Genie, and it was like, this kind of sticks. Like, it just felt right. Like, it just felt right.
I feel like both stories go together. So just tell it all the way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
is that the real one or the made up one?
Yeah, because it's all real. Don't get me wrong. It's all real. Don't get me wrong. But it's like when I tell people, like when people ask me, I usually tell them, nah, like my partners gave me that. Like, you feel me? Like, because it's just short and sweet. It's like, but they technically did stamp it. You know what I mean? Like, I made it, but they stamped it.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Facts.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. All right, man. Well, this was great. Again, we're looking forward to hearing some music.
Of course.
Don't pressure you about it.
No pressure.
All right, yeah, for sure, man. All right, it's America's Realest Podcast, live hip hop daily. Tap in with D-Lo G, Genie with an exclamation mark. We out, y'all.
Sir, thank you for having me.
For sure.
Beep.